All right, Shalom, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone, for teaching and ruling on the scriptures. Salutations to you, Akim, across the world, pushing his word and truth and in sincerity and with charity. And this is going to be a quick lesson through the Spirit. And, I've been thinking about this, a lot recently, as to how the Lord is finally about to get Esau up out of the power seat, because if you look at if you just go through your day to day and you live out here in this world, you see how demonic and out of order and full of confusion this kingdom actually is, because what is being ruled by the wicked, which is what the so-called white man. We sound like a broken record because we have to continue to push out a vibration of this man being revealed. You see, so that the Lord, can come forth with the judgment next, and we see it happening. We see this man falling. None of his stops are working. So the last thing he's gonna do, like it tells you in Revelation 12, is just to get carnal, man. All right, he's seeing all the different chariot sightings. He's actually putting it on the news now. So he's actually letting the world, he's actually identifying the fact that he's about to go down by him even coming into some type of understanding of what the so-called UAPs are. All right. And like the Elder Malcolm here in Chicago says, he knows that the alphabet organizations and the wicked elite, they know what time it is. All right, the time that we're living in is the time of judgment. That's why, everything has gotten real peculiar on the earth, because it's a change of power, a transfer of power happening on the earth as we speak. All right, because the Lord is going to now judge you Edomites, all right, for your violence against your brother nation, the Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. This is the times we're living in. All right. So this is the book of Ezekiel. All right, and it was written long ago that this judgment will finally come, and it's written all throughout the scriptures, man. And we're in the beginning of it. All right. This is Ezekiel 35:10. It says, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. You see, so Esau has taken both of the kingdoms, both the southern and northern kingdom. All right. And he has possessed us. That's what it tells you in the book of Jeremiah, the 50th chapter and the 33rd verse. All right. That Judah and Israel should be oppressed together, roughly paraphrasing. Both of the kingdoms, the so-called Negroes, Haitians, and West Indians, the Southern Kingdom. All right. And also the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, the Northern Kingdom. Those are these two countries spoken of here. All right. He's used us. He's he to this day he oppresses these two nations, man. All right. But the Lord is saying he's been here the whole time. So, the judgment is going to eventually come forth. And that's what we're seeing to begin to happen, man. Right? The tables are being turned around slowly but surely. But we have to keep continuing to put out this information. Right? So that the world, that's why it actually tells you in the scriptures, give these people no rest. So we have to continuously tell these people, all right, and inform these people about what's going on in the earth. All right, and now we're informing the world and Esau that their judgment is coming. All right, there's no making America great again, and there's this type of as the scripture says, they shall seek to please the poor. There's this type of spirit they have on them where they want to seek to speak with you and have a conversation with you and trying to understand you, and that's prophecy in itself, and that's not gonna stop the judgment that this nation has coming to them. You see, All right, this is Ezekiel 35:11. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger and according to thine envy, which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. So the Lord is going to, everything you've done to us, all right, it's going to be reciprocated back to you. You see, it's going to be in reverse. And and you can't say that it's unfair. The Most High is a balanced power. So you've been in power this whole time for hundreds of years, and now you're coming to an end, which is actually your blessing that you Edomites have lived out according to the blessing given to Esau in the book of Genesis. That's why it tells you in what? 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, Esau is the end of the world. This is the end of that world, all right, established after the flood. This is the end of that world established after the flood that we're living in now, that the Lord said is preserved for fire. All right? And you Edomites, you are that nation that would be ruling the world that came forth after the flood, all the way into the end of it, which is the time we're living in now, and you're going to be taken out by fire. And the new world is going to be what? The kingdom of heaven. So the Lord is bringing forth the judgment for all these things done, which is what we're saying through the Spirit, and this is what the scriptures have always been saying. All right, Ezekiel 35 and 11 again. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will even do according to thine anger, and according to thine envy which thou hast used out of thy hatred against them. And I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. And thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies, which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid waste, they are given us to consume. See, and then the scriptures tells you that they laugh and clap their hands all right, at the daughter of Jerusalem, which is what? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You are the Israelites. You have been in a captivity under the nation of Edom, all right, according to prophecy and according to what? The sins of our forefathers. So we're not black, we're not Latino, we're not, Native American, Seminole Indian, all of these bywords. We are the Israelites, man, from either the northern or the southern kingdom. You see, Ezekiel 35 and 12, and thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, and that I have heard all thy blasphemies which thou hast spoken against the mountains of Israel, saying, they are laid waste, they are given us to consume. Thus with your mouth ye have boasted against me. So you Edomites have been proud against even the Most High, man, and his people, man. You see, so you can't blame, all right, the destruction and the judgment to come on the Israelites. It's like you blame it. You about to get a judgment from the authorities, but you want to blame your slave. You see, but the scriptures does say that they accuse us to the Most High day and night, which is why they're known as the accuser of the brethren. But now they're being cast down according to prophecy, man, because of this truth. And you can't stop this truth because this truth is written, and it's actually written in this reality, so you can't get out of it, man. All right, Ezekiel 35 and 13, thus with your mouth have ye boasted against me, and have multiplied your words against me. I have heard them. That's why it tells you that he wants to sit in the seat of the Most High. And this goes all the way back to what? The serpent, which, ultimately put a spirit on Eve to go off. And that's that same pact to this day, the so-called black woman, so-called Latino Native American woman siding with Esau and totally leaving their man to fend for himself. So it's still that same pact, and the Lord is bringing forth the judgment for this pact. All right, Ezekiel 35 and 14, thus saith the Lord, power, when the whole earth rejoiceth, I will make thee desolate. So you Edomites, that's what tells you also they're not going to be buried like the other nations, which means when we come into power, all right, and all the heathen nations, starting with Esau, do their 1,000 years of slavery, all right, all of the other heathen nations are going to get to, get a piece of land back, all right, but they're going to be in tribute to us. But you Edomites, you're not going to even be around to experience it. After your slavery, you're going to be discontinued as a nation, according to what? The book of Obadiah. All right, so your judgment, if you read this whole book of Ezekiel, the 35th chapter, is really speaking on you Edomites and your judgment in these last days, man. All right, Ezekiel 35:15, as thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, all you Edomites on the earth, man. Even all of it. And they shall know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So we're coming into that time where the Lord is going to make his power known again. You see, Esau is the new Pharaoh. You know what? Let me get this real quick. This is Romans. This is the same thing that happened when we were in Egypt under the people of Montezarium, the Hamites, which are your present day Sudanese. That is the old captivity that everyone on the earth knows that we were in. It's just to the point where we been in captivity so long, we forgot that was us coming out of that Egyptian captivity and the Lord delivering us those thousands of years ago, man. Now we're going to experience the same thing with Esau, and the Lord is going to come deliver us with the heavenly host. All right, because no military can stop Esau's military, but the military of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and the chariots are being seen. So now the Air Force, all right, is here. The ground force is here, which are the brothers, starting with the apostles and elders on down. All right, and ultimately the judgment is here. All right, this is why the Most High raised you up this high, gave you this much power, gave you the earth, so that the Most High can come back and show his power on you. You see, this is Romans 9. And the wicked of our people, they're going to be cut off anyway. So that's not really, we're not worried about unbelieving Israelites, man. Faithless Israelites, 2/3 wicked nigga Israelites and wicked demon women Israelites. All right, we're worried about the elect, and that's it. So we can start over. Romans 9. Romans 9 and 9, it says, for this is the word of promise, at this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And not only this, but when Rebekah also had conceived by one, even by our father Isaac, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil. And it's going into talking about the forefathers of what? Both you Edomites, the so-called Caucasian race, and the forefather of what? The so-called Negro, Latino, and Native American, Jacob. Twin brother nations. So you Edomites, you so-called white people, we are actually the Negro, the Latino, the Native American so-called are actually the closest related to you, all right, according to the scriptures, man. This is a hatred. This is a fight between nations, and it's of antiquity, of old age, of ancient age, man. Romans 9 and 11, you can read about that in the book of Genesis, the 25th chapter, man. For the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, so the Most High loves the nation of Israel. But Esau have I hated, so the Most High hates the nation of Edom. All right, the descent from who? Esau. That's you white people. Verse 14, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? The Most High forbid. This is the judgment. This is what the Most High has planned. You can't say or maneuver or take yourself out of prophecy or out of the judgment seat, because this was established from the beginning anyway. Romans 9 and 15, for he said to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee. And this is what the Lord did, all right, with the the ruler of the last Egypt or bondage we were in. He destroyed them. He raised them up into power because Egypt did reach a height of power that was great. And then the Lord came and brought them down and received his people out of captivity, man. And the same thing is beginning to happen this time. And the Lord is going to come forth and deliver us from this captivity. America, Babylon the Great, the new Egypt. All right. If you look on the dollar bill, you see the pyramid. This is another captivity and bondage for the Israelites. Romans 9:17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he had mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will he hardeneth. It's the same thing he's doing with Esau, as the same thing he did with Pharaoh. Romans 9:19, thou wilt say then unto me, why doth thou yet find fault? For who has resisted his will? So Edomites are going to do to the very last minute of your kingdom. You're going to do what the Most High has orchestrated you to do, which is come down with great wrath, try to fight against the Lord, the angels, try to chip people. You're going to play your story out as being wicked in these last days, and you're going to play the story out of receiving the judgment for it. Romans 9:20, nay, but O man, who art thou that repliest against the Most High? Shall the thing formed say to him that formed it, why hast thou made me thus? And that's the spirit of Esau. Why do we got to be the Edomites? Why do we got to be the wicked? You didn't think about that beforehand, so now the Lord is telling you that he made you for a reason. He made you that way for a reason, and you can't do anything about it, man. You created to be the wicked and keep the righteous in captivity until he comes and saves the righteous, man, and destroys you, the wicked. Romans 9:21, hath not the potter power over the clay of the same lump to make one vessel unto honor and another unto dishonor? What if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath fitted to destruction? And this is why you Edomites have been ruling in wickedness and nothing's been happening to you for hundreds of years, man. The Most High is enduring you as well as us, so that what? He can show his wrath and his power and make his power known on the earth again. And that's why you see the chariots are coming. You see? And lots of things are happening on the earth to let us know the Lord is coming. All these tokens, all these prophecies coming to pass is so much that, it's hard to keep up. It's so much happening. Everything that the Lord said will happen in the last days that's written is manifesting itself, man. So now what? We understand that your judgment is coming, Esau. This is Romans 9. Romans 9:22, what if the Most High, willing to show his wrath and to make his power known, endured with much long suffering the vessels of wrath, the Edomites, fitted to destruction, and that he might make known the riches of his glory on the vessels of mercy, the Israelites, the elect, which he had afore prepared unto glory. So the Lord is coming back for a judgment upon you Edomites, man. And 2/3 of our people are going to be destroyed with you because they don't want to come back into their heritage, man. They don't want to try. They don't consider. They just want to be the slaves that you created them to be at the end of the day. They want to continue the sentiments that you taught them, the ideologies that you taught them. Being black, believing in America, being Puerto Rican, being Latino, being not knowing who you are, not having any type of standard or order in the nation. That portion of our people, they're going to be cut off on this side with you Edomites. And it tells you that in the book of Zechariah, the 13th chapter. 2 parts of Israel is going to be cut off and die with the heathen nations because they are in a heathen mentality. All right, let's get this is the book of Psalms. I think it's Psalms 147. Y'all know this one. This is Psalms 147. Bear with me 1 second. Psalms 137, excuse me. Let's go back a couple chapters. This is Psalms 137 and 7. It says, "Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, race it, even to the foundation thereof." So they wanted to get rid of us during the time of the Babylonian captivity, to the point where they helped the Babylonians burn our temple, man. So this is being said, all right, to remember these things, man. Our forefathers prayed to the Lord that he will remember the children of Edom, all right, and bring forth a judgment eventually to them. And that's the times we're living in now. All right. Psalms 137 and 8. "O daughter of Babylon," that's America, "who art to be destroyed, happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. Happy shall he be that taketh and dasheth thy little ones against the stones," because everything that you did to us is going to be done unto you double. All right, let's get that. Double according to her works. How is this place established? Off of rape, robbery, and murder. So the Lord is going to come exact judgment on you Edomites. Double. This is Revelation 18 and 5. "For her sins, America, Babylon the Great, ruled by you Edomites." Revelation 18 and 5. "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities, America, Babylon the Great, ruled by you Edomites." This is why the world has took a peculiar turn, and it's never going back to normal. Revelation 18 and 6. "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double." So the Lord has a very serious judgment for you Edomites here in America, Babylon the Great, in these last days, man. All right. Revelation 18 and 7. "How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit the queen and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire. For strong is the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai who judgeth her," man. Which is why we started in Ezekiel 35, and it says that the Lord is going to make this place desolate, man. How is he going to do that? He's going to maneuver and orchestrate these other nations and kings to shoot missiles over here, man. And that's going to be the plague of the people that fought against the Lord's people in these last days, starting with you Edomites, man. That is the judgment, ultimately, that is going to take place here in America, Babylon the Great, man. That's why you're seeing these rumors of war. That's according to prophecy as well. It tells you that in the book of Revelation. All these things means we're nearing the judgment and the end of this wicked kingdom ruled by you Edomites, man. So Lord willing, that was edifying. Just wanted to get a quick lesson in on what's actually planned for you Edomites, what's actually taking place on the earth. And that's your judgment being orchestrated right underneath your nose. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakudash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching and ruling well in the scriptures. Salutations to you Akim across the world, pushing his word in truth and in sincerity and with charity. Shalom and a Bible ball.